Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 3Y TV. Tonight, we're in for a little OSCA off-season fun up in Oxford, Maine at the Oxford Plains Speedway for the Significant Other Showdown benefiting the Mohawk Foundation. No Mike Goodman tonight, but you've got me as your host, Matthew Bayou. Also with me is Carlos Acosta behind the scenes, and Robert Hill Jr. is joining me up in the booth tonight. Usually, Robert, when we do OSCA broadcast, obviously, we're in the midst of the season, and there's storylines to follow and everything OSCA happening. But here we're just having fun tonight. So I guess my question to you is, are you ready to have some fun?
Oh yeah, we've been watching practice here for the last 25 minutes or so, and it's been a show so far. There's some interesting driving out here, and actually some pretty good driving. Times are pretty close. Less than 0.6 of a second separating first and eighth, which is the field that we have tonight, and I think it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, and usually for people who don't ever do iRacing, it doesn't look good. But the car track combo's nice. It's going to be fun. It's going to be quick. It's going to be tight. And looking at the lap time spread, it's going to be fairly competitive. So I think there's a lot to look forward to. This only an 8-car field, but the great thing about this league is we do get to have fun things like this in the off season. So definitely looking forward to the show we've got ahead tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some nice cars out here this evening. Some of them kind of follow the lines of their significant other's regular OSCA car, but it's going to be interesting to see who out of this group can either be the quickest to be there at the end or just survive the carnage that's definitely going to happen tonight. I think we're in for a treat, that's for sure, and obviously we're doing this tonight to benefit the Mohawk Foundation as well, so that's also a bonus for us.
Yep, and if you are wondering, those tuning in currently right now, I'll be repeating it throughout the broadcast. If you'd like to support the Mohawk Foundation, you can show that support. There's a donation link for them down in the description of the stream. Again, if you'd like to show your support, make sure to check that out. As currently leading practice, she's not turning any laps right now, but Soraya how do you, Tubert? Is that right, Tubert?
Yeah, I believe it is Tubert. That's correct.
Tobert, what was it? What did you say, Carlos? Tobert, we'll go with Tobert. I think Tobert. I'm not sure. Either way, she is Vic Bloom's significant other, currently over a 10th up on the whole field. As looking around, I like that. And then the slowest car right now is Katie Kenton, and she is not that much slower, just 0.6 off. It is very, very tight field tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you mentioned, Katie Kenton is slowest on the boards right now, but she's done a really nice job trying to learn the line here in practice. She's run 40 laps, which is more than I usually run in an OSCA practice. So kudos to her. And it's gonna be a fun night. Obviously, we have 8 drivers here tonight. We have Soraya Tubert, which is Vic Bloom's significant other. Christian Strelkowski, which is Brian Osborne's significant other. Peyton Ellie, sorry for the pronunciations here. That's Austin Beers. Chelsea Peeler here with Adam. Usually drives the 07. Oh, as Mrs. Kenton hits the wall pretty well.
Fighting the limit.
Yeah. Samantha Goldbach, which is Zach Rogers' significant other. Gina Romero usually drives in the 9 cars. David Westergreen. Alessia Bracey, and like we mentioned, Katie Kenton in the 06. So, Matthew, you've watched practice as well tonight. Who do you think might surprise us here?
If we're gonna make some picks, you know what? Let's go ahead and make some picks, because we do not have qualifying. Just to fit it in here right quick, there is no qualifying. The starting order is going to be set by the OSCA 2022A season drivers points. So our little pre-race here is a little shorter than we're used to. But I guess if we're making picks, I'm not going to go with the fastest driver tonight. I'm going to go with Peyton Eli. Definitely getting coached up by Austin Beers back there. So and third on the boards with over 70 laps ran. Just going off practice, and I know that they're all getting coached up by their significant others out there. So I like that combo, Peyton Eli and Austin Beers. That's the one I'm looking for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. One I've been watching throughout practice, Christian Strelkowski, she's made great gains throughout this practice tonight. She was among the slower cars at the beginning, but she's up there in P3 is actually your pick. Peyton Eli goes right to the top. It's gonna be fun to see how these drivers do tonight. Obviously, for most of them, this is probably their first ever race here on iRacing. I heard some drivers earlier in practice asking, uh, how do I pass somebody, or how do I know if they want to go around me? So that could be interesting to hear throughout the race tonight as we watch these drivers adapt to this and maybe run even better than their significant other who has potentially years of experience here on the simulator.
And I think all those questions and concerns, they've been quelled. They at this point, each of these drivers, they've put at least 40, 50 laps, some more than that for sure. I think they've got it figured out pretty well, and it's a wide track for this car. There's plenty of room to go. And if they're worried about damage, what was that? There is only one wall, and if they're worried about damage, don't. Just a little bit of a note on the format: there are no sets of tires in the pits, and damage is turned off. So usually we'd be saying, boys, have at it. In this case, I believe the field is mostly, if not all, comprised of the girlfriends and wives of the OSCA drivers. So what do we say? Drivers have at it?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like you mentioned, I think most of the questions have been answered so far as practice does wrap up here. So we'll be hitting that grid here shortly as Peyton Eli broke into the 16.8s to end practice. So that's definitely some speed we're going to have to watch tonight, but I don't think it's going to be about soul speed tonight.
I'm feeling pretty good about that pick. I picked her when she was third on the boards, and then she heard me pick her and then went a half second quicker. Thank you, Peyton, making me look smart. Carlos, did you have a pick? All right, we've got a. What was that? Okay. Carlos picks Gina Romero, who is actually starting second here, courtesy of David Westergreen's point finish. As you see the starting lineup on there, I would say, Peyton Eli did, if they were doing qualifying, Peyton would have won the pole, but again, the driver's points.
I'm just going to point out here, I'll be impressed if they can pace without hitting each other. I think that might be a tough little thing to do here. And do we think someone may jump the initial start? I don't know.
You have to think about it. These aren't... None of the drivers here do iRacing ever. At least I don't think they do, which is why we've picked an easy combination and don't really have damage. So the whole pacing thing and listening to what the sim tells you, this is all very new, which is why I'm so curious to see how this goes, as I believe we should be going green this time after the first two pace laps. Pace car is off, and we are ready to go green for 25 laps. The significant other showdown is underway from Oxford Plains. And a great jump immediately by Peyton Eli, as third place on back is what I would call a bit of a hornet's nest battling. Three wide. The corner.
There goes my pick going around, and the caution is out already as there goes Peeler.
Man. Oh!
And they're stacking up already.
Oh, no. Oh. Chelsea Peeler is on her lid at the line.
Oh, jeez. This is going to be a fun night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we have Chelsea Peeler back on pit road, had to tow back there. Katie Kenton coming back around to catch the field. And that kind of all started with a 3-wide action there with Christian Strelkowski, Samantha Goldbach, and I believe it was Chelsea Peeler. Yeah, Chelsea Peeler as well. Just 3-wide action there right off the start. And that was Kristen Strelkowski going around. No harm done there, but unfortunately Chelsea Peeler looks like she did get the worst of it there, ending up on her lid like you mentioned.
Man, as I was looking at it, I saw Kristen throw it in there 3-wide, and I was like, all right, this is probably your first lap on iRacing in a race. And she shot it 3-wide, and it almost worked. I just don't think the 29 of Samantha Goldbach was expecting it. She kind of drifted up. It was a gutsy move nonetheless, and it almost worked out. Unfortunately, as we can see on the onboard right there, it resulted in Chelsea Peeler eventually getting clobbered by Katie. And And up on her lid.
Absolutely, and the way this track likes to go, it likes to sweep outwards, and as Vic Bloom is queuing up here, trying to get them to make sure they go on green on the restart to avoid any more stack ups, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this next restart goes.
Yeah, I don't know if I know Chelsea Peeler is going to have to. As I see, Rashid Coles is.
As the pace car is off, and we're going green once again.
Single file restart here to kick things back off, and a little bit more spread out this time.
Peyton Eli gets a nice little jump here on Gina Romero. Samantha Goldbach in third, and we're back under yellow.
It is
As Alessia Bracey now on her lid.
Oh, man!
So I think we gave a little bit of an announcer's curse there to Christian Showdown because that was my pick, and it has not gone well so far.
Yeah, so far we're 2 for 2 on incidents. As we see the replay, I think it's just going to be, let's see, one of them drifts up. Kristen's going to be under her, and oh my goodness. Well, it kind of came together there. Kristen gets away mostly unscathed, but Alicia Bracey is now the second car that has ended up on her lid tonight. And we've got about 18 laps to go in this thing right now to be right along here. Looks like she might just get back to the gas cheer lane, rides up the track, and as she comes back down, there's a car there that was not there before.
Yeah, and this was a weird little flip. She just grabbed the wall, and the wall sent her over. So it's definitely an unfortunate experience there. As Chelsea Peeler tries to take the wave around, she's the leader.
She's getting a lap back. I believe she will be back to 4 laps down.
Yeah, so this should put her back to 4 laps down, and then the way OSCA works is Vic likes to keep people on the lead lap, so every caution we'll throw a wave around her way and hopefully try to get her back on the lead lap if we do get enough yellows. But so far, I think she'll be okay. I think we'll get her back to the lead lap there.
I'm fairly confident we'll have enough yellows. I think we will. So, from what we've seen so far, aside from the incidents, this top 3 here, Peyton Eli, Gina Romero, and Samantha Goldbach, they've kind of driven away from the chaos a little bit, and I don't believe they've made any contact with anyone yet. I have to wonder if this is our... What was up? Okay.
Yeah, yep. So there... Oh, as Chelsea continues to take some wave rounds.
Pace car lights are off. We'll be going back green this time. Bracey has also returned to the racetrack after her tow.
Yeah, so just going back to your comment from earlier about the contact, Samantha Goldbach did have contact in that first incident as pace car is off the track, and we are back under green.
A great jump by the 19 of Eli.
Peyton Eli out front here in front of Gina Romero. Samantha Goldbach now making that pass on the inside on Gina Romero here. Yeah, nice little pass to get this second part of the race underway. Third part, I guess. We already had 2 yellows, and it's kind of nice to see them making some moves here, seeing what they can do. And Samantha Goldbach is actually running down Peyton Eli here.
Don't look now, but
as the caution is back underway. Let's see who flipped over now.
You know, I think we got lucky. I don't think we actually have a flip this time.
Actually, we have Peeler and Bracey both off track this time, so they want to make up for it from last time. And yeah, we this is fun so far.
I mean, hey, the battling was just about. It looked like Katie just got in. I think she might have got a little bit sideways off the corner there and did what she could to try and correct it and just lost control. Didn't hit anything though. We'll see the onboard here getting back on that loud pedal, kicks out a little bit sideways, and that's how it goes.
She did a real nice job of not hitting anything and
she locked it down.
Keeping it going straight here. It just looked like Peeler and Bracey just took a bit too much momentum into the corner to get around it, and off they went. I've made that mistake so many times here, so I can't put that on them.
I'm gonna say she locked it down pretty good though. If we
Yeah.
did have damage and if there were stakes, then would have been applauding it. But good thing, the fun thing about it is it doesn't matter, as we're already beyond halfway. I was gonna say before the incident happened, Peyton Eli has been nailing these restarts, but not just Samantha, also Soraya Tobert had just gotten around the 9 of Gina Romero as well, up into the 3rd place. From what I can tell by the cars coming through the field, and now the cars at the front of the field, now through the green flag laps we had, I think we can see this top 3 might be our little battle for the win here. I'm not going to count anyone out because so far we can expect the unexpected. I didn't think we'd have 2 cars on their lids, but with about 9 laps to go here, I think we'll be going green with 7 to go because the pace car lights are still on. I want to see if Vic has gotten our lap cars their laps back.
Yeah, so they did both get a wave around. Vic has me issuing a couple of wave rounds here, so I gave one to Chelsea Peeler and Alessia Bracey to try to get them back. They're now both 3 laps down, and that should be another battle there for position.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if they're on the same lap, so they got something to race for still. I don't know. Ooh, you know, I'm not really sure if Vic has any overtime rules or green-white checkers if they're on.
That I'm not too sure. I haven't heard anything about overtime, but definitely possible. His pace car lights are off, and he should be dipping down here right about now.
Pace car is back off, and we are back under green once again. The jump with a huge advantage to the leader to Peyton Eli, but Samantha and Soraya don't let her get too far out front. I believe they'll be able to close it back up here.
Yeah, Samantha's been she's been kind of the steady Eddie here so far in the race. She hasn't gotten the best restarts, but she's really been able to close in once they get going here. As you do see her closing up here on Peyton, and we're coming up to 5 to go here, so we have about 20 turns left for them to try to get it done.
I'll say what I'm
looking high.
Yeah, I'll say what I was noticing with Samantha before. She was doing a great job getting back to the gas and getting off the corners. As she's got a car diving under here, you can see in the mirror there, that is Soraya Tubert going for 2nd, and she's got it.
Yeah, Soraya channeling her inner Vic Bloom here, making these crazy moves as Vic would do. This is quite the battle that's going to be heating up here for this lead between Soraya and Peyton as Soraya goes around.
Oh, she's going to spin.
Oh no!
Oh, she gets hit at the end.
Gina Romero has flipped over, but she's back on her wheels. Wow, Gina got lucky there that she's. Oh, Gina doing a little bit of a dirty burnout there in the on the hill.
Man, Soraya Tobert was really flying, about to get up to our leader, and just here, I want to say she got a little bit too low coming into the corner and hopped that curb, and yeah, after that, you're doing everything you can to regain control of that race car. It's like the 4th flip we've seen. I think that was your pick up in the air. Hey, she landed it though. She's not going to lose any laps.
I just like to point out one thing here. My pick for the race win is in 2nd right now in Kristen Strokowski. She's taking advantage of some other people's misfortune here, and she may make a late run here at Peyton Eli with Katie Kenton actually up in 3rd. So nice job by Katie so far as well.
9s and 10s from the judges as she stuck the landing. And speaking of your pick, Strokowski, if I'm lucky, she won't be flipping over my pick, because I think we got to get. She's 2 for 2 on being caught up in accidents and flipping over her competitors. It says final lap. Is this the end of the race? I'm not really sure what the rules are. It says final lap. I think we might be coming to the checkered here.
It does appear that this will be the end of the race, and if that's so, it'll be Peyton Eli taking the win, but we'll wait here a second just to see.
I see the checkered flag
is out.
Peyton Eli is going to win the Significant Other Showdown, benefiting the Mohawk Foundation. Congratulations. All right.
Peyton Eli, Kristen Strokowski, Katie Kenton, Soraya Tubert, Samantha Goldbach, Gina Romero, Chelsea Peeler, she continues to take wave rounds. Alessia Bracy, that is your field for the OSCA Significant Other Showdown, benefiting the Mohawk Foundation tonight. What a race, Matthew. Nice job by these significant others who, like we said, don't really have the experience in iRacing. And as you see Peyton Eli pulling into victory lane and doing her burnouts with the whole field wrecking into each other.
The whole field doesn't. I don't know. She understood the assignment. She's doing donuts. All right, little victory celebration. I don't know if we're going to get any interviews tonight, to be honest with you. If we get any, I'd be happy with that. Vic Bloom says... All right. We do. I believe it's going to be Peyton, though, over the mic. I'm not sure. Oh, wow. Oh, they're all here. Oh, they're all here. All right. All right, first thing I'm going to ask, do we have Peyton here? Is this Peyton Eli in the booth?
This is Austin because she's afraid to get interviewed.
Okay, well, Austin... She won. I mean, hey, she got it up there front early, led all the laps just about, and won the dang thing. How was that?
I think her starting pole position definitely helped, so thanks to me right there. But no, she did an amazing job. I'm super proud of her. I can't believe that she just won.
Yeah, Austin, she was one of the few cars that did not flip over tonight, and that's an accomplishment all in itself. But what a drive by Peyton tonight. How much preparation did she have coming into this, or was it basically hop into the practice session and off we go?
She was here on Monday. We just did like an hour practice, then she got here today, and we did a little bit more, and that was about it. But no, we figured out the line, and then I knew she was going to be up front, start up front, so we practiced restarts a little bit, so that definitely helped her when she'd, restart the race and get that pretty big lead in the beginning.
Absolutely. And were you the one that taught her how to do a burnout there, or?
I definitely then held the wheel to the right and just told her to hold it wide open and do the burnout.
She did a nice job as the whole field wrecked watching her do that burnout in jealousy, but great job by Peyton tonight, and definitely a fun race.
Yeah, thanks Mohawk Foundation for putting this on. She's definitely excited and pretty happy. You want to say anything? No, she doesn't want to say anything.
All right.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
all good.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Peyton.
Yep, have a good night.
All right, next we're going to bring up, it could be Brian Osborne, it could be Christian. I don't know who's going to be on the mic. Who are we talking to here for this interview?
It's Brian for the moment, but if you guys want Kristen on, I will more than gladly give it to her.
If Kristen wants to be on, we can interview Kristen. Absolutely,
Would you like
it's
to be on?
encouraged.
Yeah, Brian, you get to do the interview.
Okay. So they want me to do the interview. So how did your race go tonight?
Good.
We were third in practice, so, second ain't bad, too bad in the race after, half the field wreck, but, we'll take it.
Good.
Just good.
Second place, it's
Yeah,
good.
I'll take it.
I do want to quickly add that Kristen was my pick to win tonight, and when I saw her involved in a flip early on, I thought, oh no, this might be the end. But she had a great drive tonight, trying to get back up there to P2. And how much preparation did she have coming into this one, Brian?
I mean, she ran a couple times she ran practice and ran like, 50 to 75 laps. But for her, takes a couple laps for her to get going, and then she would run good. So I wasn't surprised she was going to finish good. But, second, I'll take it, especially to a teammate, significant other.
Absolutely. And one last question, unless Matthew has another one here. Who would win a 1v1 battle between you and Kristen?
On this, I don't know. I was about half a second faster than her, but I suck. So this is at least the best finish in OSCA for my setup, and it's her win basically. So I'll take that. She's one up on me.
Have any shout-outs to give us?
Shout-outs?
Oh, shout out to the Mohawk Foundation.
And good.
All right.
I had fun. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Kristen.
Thank you for having me.
All right. That was Christian Shalkowski, our second place finisher. And it looks like, although they just muted their mic, we are going to have Alex and Katie Kenton. Hello? Who do we have here on the mic here?
It's Katie.
It's Katie Kenton. All right. Katie, you ended up third place tonight. How was that? Did you have fun?
I did have fun. I don't know how it happened, but I definitely had. It was interesting. You get to watch the guys race and all the time and everything, so it's interesting. I get to watch Alex walk around with the baby instead of me having to be the one walking around with the baby, keeping him distracted.
I like that. A little bit of a flip of the script there. Oh, that's
It was.
great.
After finishing third tonight, Katie, do you think you could beat Alex in a race?
Probably not. No, unless, well, maybe if it was a race to run into walls, I might do great. But probably not in regular stuff.
Oh,
I love that response. How much practice did you get in for this one? Did you do multiple sessions leading into this, or was it really just hop in tonight and go?
We've had a couple times, but life has been hectic, so trying to get to the point of being able to practice a bit more like we were planning. I got a 9-month-old. Having to chase after him kind of makes things go a little bit differently. So tonight was the most practice I've had with other people.
yeah. Nice little change of pace getting to chase race cars instead tonight.
Yeah, I get to watch him running around with him, so.
Well, I don't know if... I know Robert basically did most of the interview here. Did you have any other questions, Robert?
No, it was fun to watch, and I hope you had a great time tonight. I think Carlos may have a question here.
Well, that's... Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Katie, did you have any shout-outs to give?
What do we mean? Like shout outs for
Anyone you have to thank for it.
I say I've got my husband, I guess, with that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
He say that there's my shout out with that one. Other than that, I guess it's just the fun of being able to go and try it out.
All right, and that's all you can ask
Ooh.
for. Just some good fun, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming out and putting on a show.
Thank you for having us here.
Absolutely. That was the third place finisher, Katie Kenton. We do have Vic and Dallas. Do we want to bring Vic up? We want to bring Vic up, right? Yeah, okay. Here we do have Soraya Tobert and Vic Bloom. Who's on the mic for us here?
What's up, Home Slice?
Sup, Home Slice? It's Vic Bloom.
Vic, what are your thoughts on that one, buddy?
I think she crashed.
She was doing good.
Were you coaching her?
Yes, the whole time. Was I coaching you? She's shaking her head.
I said that explains why she crashed.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
Carlos. Look, at least it wasn't like DJ and I at Charlotte a few years ago, or a few seasons ago, okay? Where I absolutely plowed, and Robert knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
He ended up upside down.
I did see Soraya there putting in quite a few laps before the race actually started, and I was surprised. I didn't really see a whole lot of her beforehand, and she was kind of tearing through the field before the unfortunate spin happened. How much preparation did y'all end up with?
You want to tell him how much preparation there was?
Sure. Say.
Whatever you want.
Well, I don't know what the question is.
Oh my god. I asked you how much preparation did you put in?
Not much.
Yeah, she says not much. I'm sure you can hear it.
I heard it. We got that. Not much. Well, hey, for not much preparation.
For sure.
Here, one sec. Let me put the headset on her, and then you can ask her the questions back.
All right.
As we have a headset.
All right, there you go.
We have a headset swap here. Do we have you now, Soraya?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll just go. We'll go again on the question there because it was kind of difficulty with communication. How much preparation did y'all end up with before running this tonight?
I actually practiced once prior to today.
it certainly looked like a little bit more before the spin there towards the end. You were coming up through the field.
Yeah.
I guess my number one thing is, was it fun? Because that was kind of the whole deal with this whole thing.
Yeah, I was telling Vic that I wish it would have lasted longer. I could have kept going.
Yeah, I think you only ended up 4th after the spin anyways. If you did have another 20 laps, I wouldn't have been surprised if you had gotten back up to the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a quick question here. Now, after running this race and doing pretty well, do you think you could beat Vic in a 1v1 race?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. We've raced before together, like seeing who was the fastest. And he had me by a little bit, but I think if I kept practicing, I could probably beat him.
I think you could too. You definitely ran better than I've seen Vic run in quite a while, and
Y'all are talking mad shit about me. I can't even hear it. That's so rude.
She did start
That
last
is true.
because of Vic. Yeah, he didn't do a very good job getting her a good qualifying spot tonight. Do you have any shout-outs for us tonight?
Probably Vic, the man himself, and Goody.
We got a shout out for Goody. Goody, if you're watching, you got a shout out.
Goody's a great guy. He owes me a beer and some cheese curds in Wisconsin in a few weeks, so I'll definitely let him know that you gave him a shout out tonight.
Well, he owes us a picture. We seen him at the track the one night, and he left before we could get a picture with him.
My God, unbelievable. If you're watching this, Michael Goodman, shame on you.
I will get a picture of Goodman, get him to sign it, and I will send it right to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Deals.
like a plan.
Deals and promises have been made with that. Thank you, Soraya, for coming out and running this tonight. Thank you for putting on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. That was Soraya Tober tonight, and it looks like our final interview with the driver here will be Samantha Goldbach and Zachary Rogers. Good evening. Who do we have with us on the mic tonight?
Samantha.
Welcome to the broadcast booth, Samantha. How much fun did you have out there?
It was pretty fun. It was more fun than I thought it would be.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, it's racing. I mean, I know it's the little cars on the little track and iRacing, but you actually get into it and you get the adrenaline pumping. You're passing and battling. It's fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to be able to do it again sometime.
We can
I'm sure.
arrange that. We can kick Zach out of the car one night and get you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. We have his team owner here and in both leagues, Matthew and myself, so we can definitely take care of that. During practice, I did hear you say, how do I know if the other cars want to pass me, or how do I get around the other cars? Did you figure that out?
I don't know if I did or not, but I did let somebody pass, so I guess. I don't know.
You were up in that top 3 for a while though, which leads me to a question: how much preparation did you end up with before going green tonight?
I had like 20 minutes maybe a couple weeks ago.
She's just badass, Matthew. She's a badass. That's it.
It's just a pass. That's probably, I think that about sums it up.
Absolutely. Just quickly, how good of a coach is Zach Rogers?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd give him a 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
All right.
That's impressive. Yeah, I've definitely had some experience with Zach, and I would have said maybe a 3.5, but 4.5 is pretty damn good.
He tried to teach me how to do is it clutch? Or yeah, shifting, and I got kind of okay at it, but yeah.
Is that what you ended up doing in the race, or was it just the automatic in the race? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably what I would have done anyways. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give it to everybody that ran tonight. I've never even ran a lap in these cars, so I would probably get my ass kicked by everybody who ran tonight.
Yeah, I think you would. Definitely seeing how some of them ran tonight. I think you either would have been beat by them or you would have flipped over to join the back half of the field.
Well, after Robert is done verbally assaulting me, Samantha, do you have any shout-outs you want to give tonight?
I guess I can shout out Zach. And,
The 4 out of 5-star driver coach.
of course. And I think my sister's watching, so hello, Steph.
Hello, sister. We have to get you into the race next time.
She would love it.
The significant other sister showdown. I don't know.
The SOSS.
Hey, all right. If that's all we're good with the shout-outs. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Samantha Goldbach, the 5th place finisher tonight. And I think that about does it for our interviews. Robert, did that go in any way the way you expected it to go?
It went better than I anticipated, Matthew. You know, we saw some good racing throughout the field. We saw some real perseverance from people that ran into trouble early on, coming back and getting good finishes. You know, obviously a few of the drivers got knocked out due to some incidents that caused them to go back to pit road. But, you know, Alicia Bracey, Chelsea Peeler, Gina Romero, Samantha Goldbach, Soraya Tobert, Katie Kenton, Christian Strokowski, and Peyton Eli, they all did a fantastic job. You know, for people that don't do this, they did a great job, and I can't wait to see them do it again. And we might see a new winner next time out.
Yeah, you know, I'm right there with you. You put 8 people on the track who have little to no experience on iRacing, and usually the result is interesting. And we certainly had some interesting things out on the racetrack today. But I thought there was some quality passing out there today, and overall I was fairly impressed.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely saw some passing that was very comparable to their significant others and whatnot, and it was really fun to see. Carlos has offered us a little bit of a saxophone solo to end this race. Don't know if he's serious about that or not. If he is, he can take it away. If
he was not, he's telling us now that he was not serious about it.
If not, we'll let you send us off, Matthew, with a silent saxophone.
Yep, no saxophone tonight, but it was a good race. I hope everybody that came out to watch enjoyed it. Thank you for coming out. I'm Matthew Bayuk for Carlos Acosta, for Robert Hill Jr. Good night now.